skinny leg legend. Oregonian, it's hard to meet a Fevin. I might grow me a gut like my dad. My folks want grandkids really bad. So baby, do you wanna be a mini baby mama? Yeah, our kids could be East African, or they could be an accident. How you rap like that's what they asking him. I was poor and I'm black, so I'm taxing them. I wanna start and get down. A lot of rain in my life I found, so please shut the pipe down.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York. Tonight we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Buffalo Bills. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Look at this defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
And this game, for them, is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power, to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing is Milton. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So on 4th down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Returnable here for Davis. Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Cook up the gut. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And it's taken in at the 9. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Here's Milton now to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game, you're playing a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Miami.
And he will find Scott on the right side complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. You look at this Buffalo defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And you see the starting unit here, but really, you're going to see a lot of different personnel, a lot of different packages as they rotate in and out throughout the game.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. To throw, it's Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And the Dolphins' 1st down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
Dolphins, 1st down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Dolphins.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. A short one here, secured by the tight end, Waller. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Back to the ground, Achane. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better than their partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now Milton. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Milton. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Cook again.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
81 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. The Bills at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Allen going to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in Week 3. So, I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want the Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
To throw is Milton.
Oh, the ball comes out On the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Here's Milton.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
To throw, it's Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And the Bills, first down.
Allen.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. From the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd.
Now Allen going to change it up.
The 31-yard line.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. This all the way down inside the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Allen. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Now they'll change things up.
Here's Allen.
He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Bass on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Dolphins 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return. to an abrupt halt.
28-yard line.
Ready up.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Milton. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's a quarterback in for the sack. Tre'Davious White.
And it's 3rd down.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hooker 19.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Milton. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Get it. 19.
Back to throw. Milton. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Dolphins, 1st down. It's a gain of 20.
Ready.
1st down.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Show that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the play. Looking to throw. Milton. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. But, Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Now 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A 10th carry in the game for Cole. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
So I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and now that sets up 3rd and 2.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. So tackling them almost on the spot, that means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Operating from the gun, Milton. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, down at the 31. Again, running right, Achane. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Taken down at the 17-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Ready?
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Achane. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Back to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Let's go. Let's go.
Running right, here's Achane. And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Come on, come on. 6 the Eagles, 6.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This Buffalo crowd letting him have it. 3rd down now. They'll look to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
He'll look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
He's back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run.
Check my paranoia. Can't stop the run. Check my